showing up here, and I want to thank you all for coming. Have a good time, eat, drink, and be merry. I'm going to give a little speech here. For those of you that know me, I'm not a person of few words. And this won't be one of those times either, so. This is titled Lindsay and Tim. The thing that impressed me with Tim is he's a good listener. And the first time I met him, he walked into my house and he had his hat on sideways. And I looked him in the eye and I said, first of all, son, if you're going to take her out, it's not going to be with a hat on sideways. I said, either straighten it up or take it off. And I don't think I've ever seen him wear a hat since then. And the second time I met him, I was cleaning one of my pistols or something, and I invited him up to see that. And the next thing I know, he went out and bought a couple. So, you know, he does listen. So, and I think if he listens to a longo the rest of his life, he'll have a very long marriage. Now let's get to Lindsay, or Little Linny as I call her. When she was just a baby, I used to put a little curl on her head. I'll probably get choked up here. And so after she'd get a bath, I'd sit there for hours and put this curl on her head. She looked like a Dairy Queen. And we'd go into them, Sharon and I would take her in the mall in a buggy, and people would literally stop us in the mall just to look at her. And I guess Tim must have had that same view of her. And she was my third baseman for 8 years in softball. They'd hit a line drive to her. She'd stick her glove out and pull it back, and I'd yell at her, and she'd say, I'd say, Dad, I can't break a nail. Still on with that tradition. To the trips back from Kent State for 3 weeks, where she should have gone to W&J. She should have gone to W&J because she spent more time in 3 weeks in Washington than she did in Ohio. But she went to CalU, she found her calling there, and that was the end of that story. When she was little, there was a movie called Mannequin. And I don't know whether all of you have ever seen it or know what it is. But it was about a guy who fell in love with a dummy. Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall was the dummy. But at the blink of an eye, she could turn into a live person. And the moral of this story is Andrew McCarthy fell in love with the dummy, whether she was the mannequin she loved him, or whether she was the real person. So I call that unconditional love. And that's what Lindsay and Tim have, because no matter if your spouse is acting like a dummy, you still love them regardless. So I thought for a toast I would do something different than traditional wine and champagne. So anybody who knows this song, or knows the words, or just sway to it, everybody stand up and sing to Lindsay.
This fall apart, baby, we can make it work out too hard. And we can build this thing together, stand this song forever. this, whatever God of life is, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. I'm so glad I found you. I'm on the road. Whatever it takes, I will stand here with you. Take it to the good times, see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do. They say we're crazy, what do they know? We baby don't ever let go, and the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're hard to hard. And we can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Tim Fritz.
Everybody be around them in a complete circle so we can get a nice photo for them. And they know nothing of this, by the way, so we appreciate your help. Thank you. So we're basically just going to give you a toast. I'm not going to give a speech or anything crazy to embarrass you.
I think my dad did that.
I think your dad did it. But it was awesome. It was perfect. So basically, we're just going to give a toast to let you know that you're loved by everyone in this circle, and we salute you on your this wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Dad. I'm so glad that karaoke machine got good use all those years.
Hello.
Keep going. Okay, keep going. Okay. Keep going. Thank you.